I think when it comes to kids, like there's an element of you want to be protective of them, but also I think that what people struggle with, and I talk to a lot of parents about it, is how you want your kids to live a better life than you live, but you also understand that some of the ingredients of what you went through create the foundation to be able to live that life. So for example, if your kid never struggles, if your kid never gets exposed to difficult things, how are they going to be able to deal with that on their own? So you actually need your kid to, like suffer in some way, but losing a baseball game is not real suffering compared to what some people go through. So, it's kind of like it's all relative, but you need your kid to lose sometimes. You need your kid to, have difficult things. You can't constantly solve the problem for them. You can't tell them the answers. Like you really need to create an environment where you're trying to teach your kid how to actually be successful in any environment. And when we had the first kid, Plyn and I talked about, what's the one thing we want to teach our kid? If we only could teach them one thing, what's that thing? And what we ultimately came down to was we want to teach them good decision-making. And the reason why good decision-making was so important is because it's the most applicable skill you could teach someone that will help them throughout their life, regardless of age. Any situation they're in, regardless of the context, if they're a good decision maker, they've got higher odds of succeeding in it than anything else. And so how do you teach good decision-making? A lot of it, frankly, is just reps. And so if you're constantly solving the problem, giving the answer, whatever for your kid, and you're kind of like this paternalistic kind of helicopter parent, they're not actually getting the experience of decision-making. And so it is this weird thing. If you want the best for your kid, you actually got to give them a lot of opportunity to fail. And that is hard, I think, for parents because you want your kid to be successful.